Hey everybody, welcome back. I've got the shelf finished up here. Might hear my stomach growling. Should probably eat some dinner here. I am prepping this to drive it to Texas to deliver it. So I was a little rushed on today's lunch period and broke it a little bit. I got the corners I was drilling out there, and that one as well. I just, instead of finding an appropriate drill bit, I used a large wooden drill bit that was approximate size. I went a little too fast. It caught, shattered it, and kind of threw them off. I Gorilla Glued back this corner down here and was able to get the magnet in. It works perfectly. There's no sharp edges on it. Got that all taken care of. This one up here, the piece went flying. I couldn't find it. I put in some Gorilla Glue, did a first run with the magnet in, but the magnet glued in at an angle. Wasn't making contact up here. And then I was going to put in a metal plate so it had something to press against, but because of the angle, only the edge of the magnet was touching and it still wasn't strong enough. So I took it out, cut the piece out, and left as much Gorilla Glue foam still in there to give it a little bit more substance for the magnet to sit in and hold into place. So right now I don't have it pressed against the actual box because it keeps snagging and pulling the magnet out, and I set the glue less than 20 minutes ago, so I don't want that catching anymore. I went ahead and just so this side wasn't so plain, I put his name and 2021 on it. It's hard to see over here. Unfortunately, my light system, I have to unplug it to plug this in, so it's either or. And our lights that are up here, they came with the house, and I can't find light bulbs that size, so it's been burned out a while. Anyway, so here we go. I got the outline on the pop. Did all of this with spray paint. I just took masking tape. I've got, sorry for the camera work, I'm garbage at this. I got this masking tape. I had 3-inch, couldn't find any more of that, so I just bought some of that, but I had 3-inch, put it across here, drew what I wanted, cut it out with an X-Acto. As you can see, there's some spots where the X-Acto kind of messed up. Maybe in the future I'll try something different. Till then, this is what we got. So the pop turned out all right. I hate this 8. I don't know what it was about this 8. I can't get it looking good. I messed the border up. It got way too thick. I couldn't keep the consistency. I have no clue what I did there. That corner, I guess it's where it sits. I had a hard time reaching it. I don't know. Here's the Funko in the bottom corner. Like I said before, I didn't want it covering the plexi, so I just did a small one over here. I didn't want to do a full size pop here. Normally those are on the left hand side and this is a half, so I just did a half, kind of went with it. But I did a candy skull type skeleton. The suit, like the box, is all a little scuffed up and messed up. That's on accident more than on purpose. When I went to go in and do the black outline, the tape just happened to snag. I did too many heavy layers of paint for the suit. Didn't give it enough time to dry. It was like 2 in the morning. I had work in the morning, and so I just cut it short, snagged it. It's not too bad. I actually kind of like it. I didn't have time to do a hand. You can still see the remnants of the hand I painted with hand paint before I switched back over to spray paint. What I did is I did the outline and kind of roughed in where I wanted it, just kind of like sketch work with white paint, and then came back in and did the stencil work and the spray paint and all that, got that going. Got his name down here, Memphis. I did with stencils. I'm not a huge fan of it, how it came out. I wanted to do a black border edge around it. Didn't have time, kind of cut that out, as well as on the side. I didn't do anything but the gold and the blue. You can see there's a patch here that's a little stands out. You might not notice it if I didn't tell you, but I was trying to screw the plexiglass door onto the hinge and onto the box. I had two more screws that I couldn't get with my left hand. I couldn't hold it out straight all the way out there, so I laid the door over so I could use my right hand, and I didn't realize the can of white spray paint was right next to it with this cap off, and so it blasted white spray paint across this. Less than 2 minutes after peeling the plastic off the plexiglass, the protective plastic, and then because of the angle I had, the paint ran down across here, and so I had to do a little touch up. Kind of wish it blended in a little better, but you know, like I said, unless I told you, probably wouldn't be able to pick it out too well. But that's the shelf. I'm pretty happy with it, how it turned out. I have some ideas to maybe do some other ones, but with the cost of materials, this ran me just a little north of $100. With spray paint, I'm maybe looking at like $120, $130. I also bought polyurethane, spray polyurethane, but the spray paint, the polyurethane, I can use for other projects. The lights were about $19 at Walmart. The plexiglass I got from a local company, Klux Glass, here in Muskogee, Oklahoma, did a great deal. I got all the plexiglass cut, $43. I thought that was a pretty good deal. Going to Lowe's just to get the piece that I would have to cut down for the door was going to run me about $36 for a piece, thinner than the 1/4 inch that I purchased through Klux. So that's awesome. I really appreciate that. The boards that I used for the shelf here, the one here in that outside perimeter, I think they were $5 a piece. I had to buy 3 of those. I only bought 3 because I messed one up. So, you know, about $10 there, maybe. The plywood for the front and the back, this 1/4 inch ply, probably runs about $20. I had one sitting around, so that's negligible. So, yeah, 43, couple of 20s, and a 10. And then the hinge was $10. So that's where we're sitting. I might do another one. I had an idea to maybe do a blacklight set just for the blacklight set pops to have their own case and kind of theme it. I don't have any pops. It was just an idea. It's something I thought would be cool. So if anybody wants one, I guess let me know. Maybe we can work something out. But anyway, this is my shelf. Hope you enjoy it. One last thing, to mount it to the wall, I did, I don't know what these are called, wall cleats, I guess. I just took a board, cut it at 45. I'll slap this side to the back of the box, and then the other side to the wall. And then it leaves this, would leave it out kind of like this. And then the box would slide into it. And I'll do one for the top, one for the bottom, and that'll help support it. But yeah, like I said, that's my box. Not really Pokemon related. I haven't had time or money to really go out and buy Pokemon cards. Also, my local Walmart's like, they've gotten rid of their card section. The entire card section aisle is now a 4-foot set for everything. That includes, you know, baseball cards, football cards, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, all that 4-foot shelving section. The rest of it is as seen on TV. So they're really cutting it out in this area. And the Dollar Trees, they haven't had Pokemon cards since, I don't know, before I did my last Pokemon Dollar Tree video. So months, 6 months maybe. It was well before Christmas. It was a long time ago. But maybe I'll do some more project videos. I do a lot of project videos. Not normally anything this size. Normally what I'm making is like dollhouse furniture, stuff like that for my friends' kids. This gentleman's sister, every year for her birthday, I build her a new piece of dollhouse furniture, and I do it as a hobby. I had another YouTube channel where I made a matchstick house. Unfortunately, I lost the password for that and the password for my email address, and it's been locked out for like 7-8 years. And the matchstick house got crushed in a move, and I had worked on that for about 10 years. So after it got smashed, it took me a really long time to like get back into making stuff just because I was devastated. But yeah, this is the shelf. A lot of other stuff. Hope you guys enjoy it. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you whenever I come up with something else to make a video about.